agarrar la onda. Agarrar la onda. This is more like a slang, I would say. And I've heard this one in Mexico, mostly. So if you are interested in Spanish from Mexico, you need to learn this one. Agarrar la onda. Agarrar la onda means to get it or to get the hang of it. So when you get something, somebody's explaining something to you and you say, oh, I get it. Okay. Or when you're trying to use something and it's a bit complicated at first, but then you get the hang of it. So that phrase is for those peculiar situations. Now let's see how this works. Oh, by the way, agarrar, you know what this means. Agarrar means to grab, to take. And la de, okay. Onda means wave, okay. Onda. I'm not sure why, how this phrase started, but it's a common expression that means, to get it or to get the hang of something. Now let's look at some examples using this phrase. Ya te agarré la onda. Ya te agarré la onda. You could say, you can say this. I'll let you know something really quickly, but let's look at the translation first. I get now what you're saying. It's similar to saying that. Obviously, it's not a literal translation, but essentially you're saying, I get it. I get what you're saying, okay? Maybe I didn't understand a few minutes ago, but now I get it, okay? So you can, I would say it's similar to saying, ya entiendo. Like saying, I understand already, or I get it. It's similar, but this is more common to say in Spanish. Okay, so if you say this everywhere in the Spanish world, people will understand you. This is like a slang thing going on here. Ya te agarré la onda. So let's break this down. Ya has quite a few meanings. Even though it's a very short word, it means already, okay? It means now. In some situations, it means now. Ya, hazlo ya, do it now, okay? Or vámonos ya. In that situation, ya means right now. Let's go right now, okay? Also it means already, okay? Already. So in this situation, it's similar to saying now, right? Now. Or I get what you're saying already. So, or it's more like now. I get now what you're saying. So I get it. Te is a noun, by the way. Te is a noun and it means you. Ya te is a common thing to say when you say, already and then you in a sentence, which it can be, a little difficult to understand how to use it in different situations, but I can give you some examples. Ya te means similar to saying you in this situation. Agarré. This is past tense, by the way, the verb agarrar in past tense. And the rest stays as is. Agarré la onda, and that means I get it in this situation. It is what you're saying, okay? So I know it can be very complicated to understand this, but when you say agarré la onda, means I got it. I got what happened, or I understand what's going on. or understood in this situation, past tense. Okay, so let's see other examples really quickly. Let me tell you another way, another example using yate. I know we're focusing on agarrar la onda, but I just want to tell you other examples using yate so you know how yate works. Okay? So you can say, ya te quiero dar un beso. For example, you can say this to someone who you're dating or who you're having a romantic relationship with. And this means I want to kiss you already. Okay? I want to kiss you already. Now, or give you a kiss, because dar un beso means to kiss or also to give you to give someone a kiss. Okay, besar is another way to say kiss. So ya te quiero besar, that means I want to kiss you already. Actually, besar is a verb, but another way to say the same thing is dar un beso. Now let's keep it simple. Besar. Okay, ya te quiero besar. So when you want to do something to someone and you want to say already or now, you can use ya te. Ya te quiero besar. Ya te quiero abrazar. That means I want to hug you already. Okay, so this can work in different situations, but essentially yate is when you are saying I already want to do something to you. I mean, it can be as simple as hugging, kissing, like talking, chatting with someone. So it's a very interesting little phrase. We can talk about it in a future lesson, but that's why we are using this yate, because you're saying, okay, I get you. I understand what you're saying already or now. In this situation, now already, it's pretty much the same thing here. Essentially, you just understand now. Okay, now let's move on. Yate, man, it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. Now, the next example is no le agarro la onda a esa aplicación. No le agarro la onda a esa aplicación. We're not talking about taking or grabbing something specifically. We're talking about understanding something. I cannot get the hang of this application. It happens. Sometimes there's some technology that is too difficult to understand. And it takes some time to learn how to use an application or your phone or a computer. So you can use that phrase, agarrar la onda, when you are not understanding, but you're getting the hang of it. You're almost there. You almost understand how to use something, or you almost know how to use something. Okay, so let's break this down. No can mean can't. Well, it depends, of course. It depends on the situation, but it means don't, didn't, no, can't when you use it with the verb poder. So no is very versatile. Keep that in mind. In this situation, it tells us it's negative. Something it's negative here. And when you say no le agarro la onda, the whole thing means I cannot get the hang of something. Okay? No le agarro la onda. You can even say it by itself if you already are talking about the application. So, no le agarro la onda. I don't get it. I cannot get the hang of this, of that. Okay? So, in this situation, we are saying esa, a esa. So when I was going to say cuando, sorry. Again, when you want to say, I can't get the hang of ... you can include a, okay? No le agarro la onda a. You're adding more. You're explaining what you're not getting the hang of, okay? So, a, and then esa means this. Aplicación means app or application, okay? Just the phone app, could be any kind of app. No le agarro la onda a esa aplicación. I cannot get the hang of this application. So frustrating. It can happen for sure. So remember, if you want to say I get it, or I don't get it, or I got the hang of this, or didn't get the hang of this, you can use agarrar la onda. Okay, just keep that. You can practice this phrase and try to use it in different situations to say, I get it or I don't get it. You will likely use reflexive pronouns, okay, like te and le, okay? So keep that in mind. And this, obviously, in this situation is conjugated for the personal pronoun yo, okay? And this one as well, yo, I, because I'm saying I get it. I cannot get the hang of this or whatever. So keep that in mind, that you need to know the conjugation of the verb agarrar just to be able to use this phrase. Okay? And reflexive pronouns. Okay. Do you guys have any questions?